Welcome to the Jazz Conception Company. Our goal is to provide you with innovative video instruction of the highest quality and authenticity, all at a great value. We offer entire courses on jazz improvisation and instrumental jazz. Each course, either 6 or 10 lessons, offers hours of instruction and hundreds of examples that you can actually view in your key. Lessons logically progress from one to another and are carefully designed to build both knowledge and skill. Our New York-based recording artists are some of the most respected jazz musicians and educators in the world, with over 30 years of experience. Real artists, real insight. Our products are subscription-based, allowing us to offer incredible value. A 1-year subscription to a 10-lesson course is only $49.95. A 6-lesson course is only $39.95. Our first jazz saxophone course is taught by 2 of the most experienced saxophonists in jazz, Jim Snidero and Walt Weiskopf. For example, if you get a sound that is just too dark, it becomes dull. And the only way I can really do that, I guess, is to stuff this in my bell. So my sound without this first is like this. And then we put the cloth in here.
So I'm applying a lot of subtone here. Now, that doesn't mean that I want to diminish the quality of my sound. It's just the way the tone is produced.
This 6-lesson course is essentially divided into 2 parts, technical and conceptual. The first 3 lessons help you to understand and practice jazz tone and technique, including tone exercises, articulation, phrasing, subtone, fingering choices, and swing feel. Also included in this section is one of the most in-depth discussions on equipment and equipment recommendations, which will help you to realize your concept of sound and be more consistent.
If you can think about filling up that space, filling up the space from here to here, and then from here to here. So the consistency of your eighth notes is what creates, in essence, what you feel as swing.
Ligatures, the material they're made out of, it all affects it. This is an H ligature here that used to be called a Harrison, and this is an Oleg ligature, which is a mesh one that I used to play some time ago, and that has a nice quality too. Again, it's all about the synergy that you're trying to create in your equipment.
Mouthpieces, as regards tenor players, is something that I'm always concerned about, because tenor players have a pattern of gravitating toward mouthpieces that are more open than I would consider ideal. My personal mouthpiece is a 5-star, and I find this to be less customary than I would think.
One way that I think about that is to kind of blow up into the top of the roof of the mouthpiece. So if I do that and I start to climb up into the upper register, I'm thinking about blowing into the roof of the mouthpiece. So the other thing that affects the resistance of the mouthpiece is the length of the facing. Now, this is something that a lot of saxophone players don't think about, but it really is a critical thing.
So the less tension in your embouchure, the longer you'll be able to maintain your embouchure, and the longer you can play.
So you would take the reed, put it down on the glass, and then using something like this, the back of a knife or a spoon or something, seal this side of the reed. The second 3 lessons dig into jazz saxophone performance by using 5 masters: Charlie Parker, John Coltrane, Cannonball Adderley, Hank Mobley, and Sonny Stitt, as models to illustrate classic saxophone improvisation concepts and technique, as well as performing a ballad.
My very first phrase might sound like this. And a grace note might sound like this.
I really suggest that you check out Stars Fell on Alabama. All the stuff on this record is classic, and some of Cannonball's very, very best playing. If you're getting that kind of sound down low, it's a very attractive thing. Some people would tongue the upper note maybe, but he tongued the last one and gives that last note a really nice point to it. And then the beginning of the phrase, there's a little grace note too. So that definitely adds character to it. So you hear? It's got a real point to the end of it.
Here's the lick by itself. The lick is just... So we'll play this in 12 keys, beginning in concert E flat, F on the tenor saxophone. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
first listen to the performance of the Etude, and then we'll talk a little bit more about both the Etude and Bird's playing on there. One full year for just $39.95. And finally, there's our interactive technology, which is truly innovative. If you have an iPad, you can download our free app, then download your course for a full year. Or view your course for a full year online from any computer using our web-based version. You can actually see examples in your key as they are being discussed. Play the exercises with the instructor or just have fun jamming with play-alongs. You can also take tests, view study questions, examples, and exercises on their own as you would any traditional book. This makes our courses extremely flexible. Whether you're studying on your own, teaching privately, or in a classroom, our technology will enhance the learning experience. You can project your course as you would any image from your computer or iPad to a screen or TV and still use all of our interactive features. But with an iPad and Apple TV, your course becomes incredibly compelling and vivid. Viewed on your HD TV, our state-of-the-art high-definition video is simply stunning. Nothing else comes close. The Jazz Conception Company has innovative products that will help you to improvise and perform jazz with confidence, not to mention have a lot more fun. Please go to jazzimprovisation.com to find out more.